Weed is a drug. I know it's hard for y'all to understand and accept, but it's a drug, bro. It alters your reality, right? Therefore, it is a drug. With that being said, salute the J-Man. Salute the FYB, the Whoop Man. FYB J-Man, salute to you, man. He bringing awareness to our community. You know how many friends I have who, because I used to drink like everybody else, every weekend type shit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes during the week because, networking and shit like that, brunch. So I had friends that always used to point at, well, you drink. Yeah, I never said that I didn't drink. What's worse than weed? Weed is still bad for you, though. Look, here's the harsh reality. And I'm sorry, I'm probably blowing your high right now. But I'm not sorry, because you need to hear this shit. Any type of smoke that enters your lungs, esophagus, the whole throat, ear, nose situation, any smoke that constantly invades that space is called an irritant. Do you know why? Because it irritates, agitates, and eventually causes sickness if you don't stop. Now, everything in moderation is key. I'm not saying you can't smoke, just like I'm not saying you can't drink. It's the amount of the shit that you do. Niggas is smoking loud all day. All day. Like, I know people that literally 5 to 10 blunts a day. It don't matter how you smoke it. It don't matter if you take it in through a bong. Like, it don't matter if you hotbox yourself and just let the weed burn in the room with all the windows up. It is smoke. And eventually it irritates your insides. That causes shit like emphysema. That is a form of cancer, bro. I'm sorry, but you need to hear this. Like I said, used to drink and never like over excessively. You have your episodes where you wild out a little bit and you black out and shit like that. But I was never known as a chronic alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? I drank just like all of us did growing up. But I look around at a lot of people that I know. Some people near and dear to me. Some people I just see from other circles. And how they end up because they don't stop drinking excessively. And I just didn't want no parts of it. I guess subconsciously I just stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll have a drink every now and then, but I'm a social drinker now rather than all right, yo, it's the weekend, let's go cop some bottles. You know what I'm saying? I don't think about that shit at all no more. You know what I'm saying? If it happens, it happens. And my advice to you is that's how you should treat weed. Because if alcohol is so horrible for you, and I was able to just one day slow down my intake, I know damn well I didn't drink as much as most of y'all smoke. So it's gonna be a little harder for you. Weed is way more addictive. The high is way different than a drunk. It numbs you on another level. And I understand life is hard and you need an escape, even though you won't admit it. That's why a lot of y'all smoke, really. It's the stresses of life, the pressure of life, whether you're doing good or bad. It's just, this shit is a lot to deal with, no matter what level you're at. So a lot of people, because of the shit they've gone through, the shit that they're going through, whatever, everybody's different, but it happens for the same reason. Drugs are an escape. They take you out of this here. And when you don't limit your usage, it fucks you up over time, bro. So I salute J-Man for showing his doctor's visit. And there's people in the comments like, oh, I can still run. I smoked weed 15 years of my life and I can still run. It's not about you being able to run, bro. It's about go get an x-ray and see how that shit look. Go see how your lungs look. Go ask your doctor, what is the status of my lungs and how healthy are they? I'm not knocking nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to use your drugs, by all means. Just my opinion has always been a lot of people do not know how to use their drugs. They overdo it. And it happens to all of us once or twice. But most people just cannot control themselves. And when you tell them that, they get offensive. Rather than getting offended, rather than being, oh, fuck this nigga, he used to drink, now he don't drink, so he think he better than nigga. Listen, I'm only doing this shit because I care about all of y'all. Just moderate everything. Moderate everything. I'm a up and down, slim, chubby nigga, you know what I'm saying? I had to moderate how I eat my food. That was another drug of mine, you know what I'm saying? Admitting that you do something a little too much there's nothing wrong with that. Once you identify the situation, you can moderate it. But if you keep telling yourself and making excuses, oh, it's not that bad, it gonna creep up to you. Everything catches up to you in this life, and I just had to say that, you know what I'm saying? I hope this helps somebody. And once again, shout to the Whoop Man, FYB man. Good shit. Opening the community's eyes, starting the conversation at least.